In this talk, I will explain how I perceived Brahma, Vishnu and Maheswara scientifically through my research on Manvantara cycles and supercontinent cycles. This is part of a series I'm giving. This is talk number 7. My name is Karnakar Marsagatla. Today is January 5th, 2025. So, we know from ancient Indian texts, Brahma is the creator of the universe. So, which part of the universe um, he created and which part of the universe he belongs to? Through my research into Manvantara cycles and supercontinent cycles, what I found is the creation mostly referred to the solar system. So solar system and then plate tectonics on the earth. So what is plate tectonics? Plate tectonics is earth's outer layer broken into different plates. They converge to form a supercontinent, and then the supercontinent breaks up, and then the continent will disperse and then assemble back again as a supercontinent. So that is called supercontinent cycle. So when supercontinent forms, the tectonic activity um, ceases to exist. Um, Basically stops. Then with that, a snowball earth kind of scenario forms on the surface of the earth, where like thick ice sheets form on the surface of the earth. So when the supercontinent breaks up, all these ice sheets rapidly melts and then creates a flood, global flood kind of scenario. So in that global flood, lot of species will die off. So that creates a major mass extinction. So that is almost similar to what was described in our ancient Indian texts, like Manu building a ship and then saving a pair of each species. Um, so that when was the first Manvantara started on this Earth is like even though Earth was formed like 4.5 billion years ago, most of the early period was kind of molten ball. So there it's not possible for the rigid plates to form on the surface of the Earth. So through my research, I found that like um, plate tectonics started around only 2800 million years ago. From that point onwards, supercontinent continents started to form. So that is the day of the Brahma. Present today, the Svetavaraha Kalpa has started 2800 million years ago, and then that was the first Manvantara. So each supercontinent cycle is around 430 million years. So that point onwards, every 430 million years, um, supercontinents started to form and then break up, and then mass extinctions, and then again another supercontinent formed. The cycle was continuing. When you look at the what Vishnu is, Vishnu another name is like Padmanabha. Padmanabha is where like a lotus springs out of his novel. From in that novel, the Brahma sits. So the beautiful description of how the our star system, so sun, solar system came out to be. It might have formed at the center of the galaxy, um, and then uh, came to the whatever the position it is at present. So the spiral galaxy and then galactic center, when you look at the, but we are at the horizontally looking at the galactic plane, but if you look at our galaxy from far away, it looks like a spiral galaxy. So that is almost similar look like a navel, where like the center of the navel and then folds around the navel is almost similar to spiral galaxy. How and then from that center, the Brahma was born, and so that itself is the novel. Then Vishnu is spread all over the universe. So the Brahma belongs to the center of the galaxy, and then that refers to the solar system. And galactic cycles, then solar system is what is happening is going around the galactic center. So that is generates super volcanoes, and then those super volcanoes disperses the continents and then assembles um, back them together as a supercontinent. Two, each cycle create one pair of super volcanoes on different sides, and then they alternate, they change the position, and then that alternated super volcanoes assembles the supercontinent. So basically two galactic cycles forms as a one supercontinent cycle. So from the starting of the plate tectonics 2800 million years ago, with a cycle of 430 million years for a supercontinent cycle, so far we have completed six supercontinent cycles, and then present is the seventh supercontinent cycle, like the similar to past six Manvantara cycles, and then the present is the seventh Manvantara cycle. When you look at the Maheshwara, so the sun ends in fire, like red giant or whatever the form it takes. It expands and then generates a lot of heat. So that will melt the entire earth, and then there won't be any plates anymore. So basically, all the it will again become kind of molten ball kind of scenario. So that is the end of the plate tectonics. So that is what probably Pralaya Tandavam of Maheshwara means, like the explosion of the sun. The fire reaches almost to the orbit of the earth, and then that probably might have the fire of the pralaya that was described in the ancient Indian texts. So that ends the plate tectonics on the earth, and then that will be the whatever be just before the end of the sun, the last supercontinent cycle. So that probably will be the end of the 14th Manvantara, 14th supercontinent cycle, ends just before the life of the sun um, ends. And then that is the beginning of the night of the Brahma, so beginning of Pralaya basically. So that becomes the night of the Brahma. So when you look at the day of the Brahma, so what is the one day of the Brahma is equal to one kalpa plus one pralaya. So one day period, one night period. 14 manvantras as day period and 14 manvantras as night period. So that combines 28 manvantras, and that equals to 56 galactic revolutions of the solar system around the galactic center, because each Manvantara is two cycles of two galactic cycles. So that in combined is what like a birth and death of the sun. So day of Brahma. So when Brahma creates the when he wakes up and creates the universe, so basically solar system is forming, and then the Vishnu maintains the solar system with all the 14 manvantaras, happens when the solar system goes around the galactic center. and then at the end, um, the pralaya, and then the end of the sun. So the basically, um, so the creation is mostly referring to the solar system, in our solar system. The creation by the Brahma, maintaining of the environment by Vishnu, and then ending the solar system by Shiva in Pralaya. So when you look at this kind of extraordinary knowledge, how the ancient rishis were able to um, understand this extraordinary cycles, so that is unimaginable for normal human beings. So that's why I kind of always wondered, how did they discover these details? So luckily, many yogis over the ages kept that knowledge alive and passed it on to next generation in Guru Shishya Parampara. So the Kriya Yoga, or whatever that yoga and meditation, tapas, all this, through all these things, the rishis are able to um, perceive these mega cycles, and then that's how they understood what is the birth, and what is Brahma, what is how he creates the universe, and how Vishnu maintains the universe, and how Shiva destroys the universe. So they were able to find it, and we are still lucky that that system is still alive even today, in the form of many yogis still teaching. Um, Kriya Yoga is one of the part of that one. So because of that, for saving that such knowledge and then passing on to the next generation, I dedicate this short talk to my Guru Paramahamsa Yogananda on his birthday today, um, January 5th, 2025. So he was born on January 5th, 1893. Um, so that's about the scientific relevance of what is Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara is. So I'm adding this talk to Steps to Reform India series, because this research signifies the importance of the ancient Indian knowledge. Therefore, the ancient knowledge should be incorporated into the educational material. So this is not like just a random thing the Rishis came up with. There is a solid base, scientific base for what they discovered, what they wrote in those ancient Puranas and Vedas and everything. And then I added this talk to science series as well, because the importance of this discovery. So the first is the Steps to Reform series. So these are the talks I gave earlier, and then this is the seventh talk. The present talk is the seventh talk, and this is the series I started on the science series. What is holding the science from making a big leap forward? This is also the seventh talk in that series. So these are the previous talks in that series. And so in the science series, basically, I was describing my discoveries in couple of talks, and then I'm planning to um, explain what are the drawbacks in the scientific research, and then at the end, what should be the ideal environment in the scientific research. So I will conclude the series in a short while. Thank you for watching.